Having been a member of LA Fitness, Planet Fitness, Crunchfitness, and know how it works for EOS Fitness, I can surely give you tips of what to know before joining a gym membership. So if you want to save yourself trouble and late fee in money down the road, you want to watch this video until the end. Let's find out. What is the schedule of the gym? Does the gym allow you to work 24/7? Why it is important? Because we all have different jobs and not everyone can work out in the morning. Some people prefer to work out in the afternoon. There are a lot of people who like to work out after work. But then gyms are mostly busy at that time because everyone wants to work out after work, right? So if the gym offers you a flexible schedule, like working out anytime, it's open 24/7, then that gives you a leeway to work out at your preferred time. What is your gym location? Now, most of you listening to this video are going to join the gym that is closest to their location anyway. But there are some things to consider. What if the location that is at the walking distance from your location is not well maintained? At least personally, I prefer that the gym facility that I go to every day for long term has to be well maintained, clean. So everyone would have different preference, but do not always go for the gym that is very close to the location unless the second gym that you're gonna pick is too far. So if you have multiple options, just weigh your options and see which one would fulfill your preferences. Giving you a personal example, there are two locations that are close to my location. Crunchfitness, which was relatively closer, and the Planet Fitness that was a little far away from my location. But I ended up going to Planet Fitness just because the Planet Fitness was a relatively new location, and that is why it was relatively much cleaner and well maintained, and on top of that, not that busy. You gotta make sure that the gym has enough number of equipment. Let's take an example of the strength equipment. Dumbbells. The dumbbells should go from 5, 7.5, 10. Every 2.5 pound increment will allow you to do easy progressive overload over time. At the same time, you also need to make sure that the cardio equipment are enough and plenty, and the specific cardio equipment that you're looking for before going to the gym, you got to make sure that that gym has that. Make sure they have multiple pulley cables for the bicep workouts, multiple preacher curls, multiple bench presses, for example. You don't want to wait for other people to finish their workouts, wasting your time in the process. And finally, make sure that they have both Smith machines and free racks, especially for beginners. It's very important. Now, this ties with the quality of equipment. What if you have a good number of equipment, but they're not well maintained? Make sure that the gym updates the equipment on an annual basis and they have a good upkeep schedule. You also want to make sure that the equipment are not broken. The equipment allow you to have a full range of motion, especially the bottom part of the movement where you have the greatest gains. And also make sure that the equipment feels good at your joints, for especially the machines. There are lots of instances in my own personal experiences where the equipment felt worse at the joints, and instead of building muscle, you end up getting away with pains and aches. Value. Note that I'm not using the word price, but value. And why it's important? You need to make sure that the gym you go to, they are not fancy gyms. You don't need pools, all the equipments in the gym. You are not going to use each and every equipment. Just stick to the basics. You would just need good benches, the dumbbells that will let you do progressive overload, and Smith machines, free racks. That is it. All the other machines that you see in the gym that are very fancy, they are nice to have, but they're not must have. Just stick to the basics and make sure that everything that I've discussed in this video, gym has that. That way you will make sure that the gym has value and it's just not the higher price tag. If you got any value so far, do not forget to subscribe my channel and like this video. This is the most important thing that people ignore, and it bites them in the back long term, and that is understanding your contract. When you ask the front desk rep for a general gym tour, come up with questions. Ask them, hey, how will you be charged? Is your membership going to be a commitment basis, or it's a non-commitment basis? And it is a big thing. There are lots of people I know that do not know their membership details. They want to cancel their membership down the road. They're not happy with the gym, but they cannot cancel the gym because they are on a commitment basis membership. So unless you really like the gym and want to work out for long term, make sure that it is not on a yearly commitment. Ask, do you have any option to freeze down the road if you're busy and not able to go to the gym? And do not make rash decisions. A lot of people who under pressure, they end up signing up right away when they visit the gym for the very first time and talk to a rep. And the best part is, before ending your conversation with the rep, ask them, hey, I want to make the decision, I'm close, but is there a possibility that they allow you to work out in the gym for 3 days on a trial basis? Worst case, they will say no. But the best case, you will be able to make sure that that gym is a right fit for you. And during that time, try out every equipment, every cardio machine, and make sure that everything fits your purpose. Guys, if you have clicked on this video, you probably have been searching for the gyms and wanted to decide which gym you want to go to. I personally made a comparison between the most common gyms that people usually visit, Crunchfitness and Planet Fitness. And you want to check out that video. It's right here, loved by many, and I'll see you in the next video.